Okay, I'm going to be shaping a sourdough rye bread. It's about 30% rye, built with a rye sour, and I'm going to top it with a poppy seeds to make a poppy seed crust. So this thing has now almost doubled. So we need to release it from the bowl, place it on the counter. This contraption here is to support the shaped batard. After I've done the shaping, you can see I use wine bottles on the side, and then my stiff couche, and then because rye is so sticky, I'm using parchment paper on top. So after it's shaped, I'm going to plop it in there, and then we'll do the seeds. So first things first, let me flour the top of the bowl. We're just going to flour the top surface so it doesn't stick when I release this from the bowl onto the counter. So that's first. Along the sides too, because that's how I'm going to release it. And then some flour on the countertop. You put this down. Flour down. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, so let me make a little bit more space here. I'm a little crowded. So let me just release this. This actually was sitting in oil, so this should be very, very, very easy to release, but just in case, I'm gonna flip that out right into the center of my flour. Released quite well. Okay, next, we're gonna fold it and then shape. So let's get the flour underneath so it really won't stick. Extra flour, get that off the bench. We don't want raw flour on the inside. We only want raw flour on the outside of the loaf, so it'll bake away. Okay, big fold, pat down a little bit. And another big fold. Tap off all the excess flour. Brush it out of the way. Okay. And then the usual rolly bit. Get rid of that extra bit on my hand. Roll and see if you can get some tension each time by pulling, pulling, pulling gently. There we go. You can see this is a very big, very, very large dough. It won't fit in my normal banneton, so that's why we're using this crazy contraption here. So we're just going to stitch that closed just to tighten it up a little bit on the end. And we're going to do the same here. Okay. Tighten it up a bit. Problem with rye, not great gluten, of course, right? So try to get as much tension on the surface as we can, because we know it's going to relax a bit once it goes into the couche. Okay, so now in this case, we're going to plop him in seam side down. Okay. Get good flour on my hands. We're just going to lift them up and place them over there. I shall use that and gently put them down. Great. Okay. So now his dough is sitting in the couche for, he's going to be there for 45 minutes. So now to get the seeds on, I'm actually going to just spritz him lightly with water. And just get the seeds on. So pretty simple. I'm just gonna drop the seeds over him. I like a lot of poppy seeds if possible. Now, to get him a little bit on his side, I'm just going to lift this up a little just to get a little bit more poppy seeds down the side on both sides. You'll also stick less that way too, right? Put the poppy seeds in there. So not bad. I might get some more still on the far end, but basically that's how I seed a rye loaf. Again, you could do this in a banneton if you had a large enough banneton, but my bannetons aren't sized for this. And he'll sit for 45 minutes before baking.